Good morning, everybody. So today what we're going to do is we're going to deploy the skill that we made in the last video, the airport info. We're going to get that running on Alexa, on the Amazon servers and in Alexa. So in order to do that, what you do is you copy a zip file containing all the necessary files up to the Amazon servers and then wire it up from there. So the first thing we need to do is create that zip file. So unfortunately, there's no easy way of doing that from within a build process or anything within Visual Studio. If we look at the properties for the project, there is no post build or anything going on in here. So there's not that much we can do. What I've done is I created just a command file, zip for deploy, which we can see here. What it does is clean up from last time, make a folder called deploy, and then copies the appropriate files into that folder. And then I've got a PowerShell command here that just zips that file up, or zips up that folder. If we come over here to our file system, we can actually see from the previous time, we can see all the files that are in there. These are all our modules, and then our code down here. So that's what we're looking for. So we're going to run zip for deploy. So this is cleans up first, and then it'll copy all our files over, and then we'll be good. So there's the copy. It's doing a zip, and we'll see our deploy right now is 0, and it's going to have something in it here in a second. Okay, there we go. So now we can put these away, put that away. Now what we're going to do is come to our Lambda functions in the Amazon console. So go to console.aws.amazon.com and you can navigate to here. So we create our Lambda function. We're going to skip the blueprint. We don't need anything here. So we're going to skip that, and we're going to go to, we're going to name our function airport info, Brad's airport info. Node 4.3 is fine. We're going to come down here. We're going to upload a zip file. So let's go navigate to that. There's our deploy. Copy that up. Index handler is fine. Our role is a basic Lambda execution. The advanced settings here are fine. So we're going to say next. This all looks good. Create function. Okay, and now we're good. So what we have to do is define our event sources. This is what's going to trigger this Lambda. So we come to event sources. We're going to add our event source, which is Alexa Skills Kit. So we add that, we submit, and from the Lambda standpoint, everything's now set up. So we're going to come over now to the developer console. You go into Alexa here, and we're going to get started. Let's come back. We're going to get started, and that puts us here. So now we're going to add a new skill. We're going to call it airport info, and an invocation name is going to be airport info. Like that. We say next. Got a nice green button. Interaction model. Now this is where we have to paste in or create our schema and our utterances. Now what we've got is we can go back to the application we built. Remember this? So if we run this, we can see our skill is still working here. We're loading up airport info, etc. Now if we come to our tester, remember our tester? And scroll down, here is our schema. So we're just going to copy this, come back here, and we're going to paste our schema in. For the utterances, we can come down here and get those also. So we're going to go there, and we're going to copy, paste in the utterances, and we're good. Now if we try next, we're going to get an error. Unknown slot FAA codes. So what we have to do is add a custom slot here. That is the type that it's looking for. So we're going to paste that in. And to get those FAA codes, you could, if there was only one specific airport you wanted, like SFO, you could just do that. But we want to get them all. So what you can do is go to back to the lesson, the Big Nerd Ranch lesson. Scroll down, and right here, list of all FAA airport codes. We're going to right click, open that, and now we can just Control A, Control C, come back to here, paste those guys in, hit OK, and we grab a cup of coffee. So now we're good here. So now we go next. Now we have to tie this. So now we have two separate pieces of code. We've got our Alexa interface and we have our Lambda. This is where we connect those two. So we're going to go a Lambda ARN. We're going to come back to here and copy our ARN. Copy that. Come over here and paste that in. For this skill, we do not have to link an account. That's if the user has to log in to your service. We're not doing that yet, so we're going to say no, next, and we are looking good. So by default, the skill is already enabled for your Alexa, so it's ready to go. We can test it by going here. Maybe we just say SFO. There is currently no delay at San Francisco International. So our code is working, everything's looking good. But it would be cool to actually test this with Alexa. Now there are two ways you can do it. You can go to echosim.io. This is very cool. This ties in, this becomes a virtual Alexa, a virtual Echo. So you'd log in and you talk to this and it'll respond to you. We're going to try this and then you'll be able to hear it. Ask airport info for SFO.
There is currently no delay at San Francisco International. The current weather conditions are
Stop.
No problem.
And that's it. Our skill is now working and we're ready to go. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.